Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Monday, January the 13th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, if you are wondering why I have a little bit more boost going on than you, I have a 25% boost going on right now. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, and additional 10%, equaling 25%, so just an FYI. And I did re-roll a couple of these daily challenges. I re-rolled complete a mutated event, and I got this one here instead, collect any flavor of Nuka-Cola 5. And I did re-roll kill mutated enemies, and I got this one here instead, kill super mutants with a heavy gun 5, just in case you see a couple that are a little bit different than what you have. Okay, let's take a look here. Stuff we can do right here in our camp. Build a floor or wall decoration in a workshop or camp 5. So you can go ahead and claim any workshop will do on the map. You can go and claim the one closest to you or your favorite one. Once you claim it, you can go ahead and build your floor or wall decoration. Or you can build it right in your camp. A lot of people like to utilize these particular challenges to modify or add to their camp, and you can definitely do that for sure. Or you could just build something and scrap it. Whatever way you like to do, they all count, okay? So floor and wall decoration right here in our camp. All right, let's go to our build menu here. Now, I don't plan on keeping anything, so what I usually do myself is I will build something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, as I'm just going to end up scrapping it anyway. Usually rugs are something pretty good. Rugs are something we learned very early on in game, and they're very inexpensive. And they usually only cost cloth and rubber. So that's definitely an option there for you. I'm going to build a couple of these Mothman Cultist Incense Burners. They only cost 2 steel each, and I got all kinds of steel. Let's go ahead, and we're going to just craft all the same thing. It's fine. There we go. So the floor wall decoration, the workshop or camp, 5 for 5 done. Now we do scrap this stuff. We do get a little bit of it back. Of course, not a whole lot. And when you do scrap, just be very careful when you do. You don't accidentally scrap a prefab or something like that. I've definitely done that before. It could be a little bit of a pain. Okay, what's next here? Scrap trying to produce fertilizer 5. Good stuff. So fertilizer is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at our Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and take a look at that here. Here's our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. We're going to go to bulk. Go to the F section. So to bulk 1 fertilizer, you need 2 plastic and 20 raw fertilizer. You go ahead and bulk your 1 fertilizer, then you scrap it, and hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Again, it's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people that just like to get this done as fast as humanly possible. Now, fertilizer we can find in a lot of places in around the forest, just kind of randomly. But I find one of the best spots is right here at Wixon Homestead. So let's pop down here real quick. Alright, so we're just going to go right here. So there's usually a bunch of scorch that are in around this homestead, so just an FYI. We can bypass all them, and that's what I plan on doing here. I'm just going to go right to this little shed out back here. And we're going to have bags of fertilizer here, so take a look at that. So 1 bag of fertilizer, you can see, gives us 4 fertilizer as well as some acid. So if you're ever looking for some acid, bags of fertilizer is definitely where it's at as well. Okay, so those couple bags should definitely do it, as well as, you can see a couple more bags hanging around. We can go ahead and scrap this at any workbench at all, so let's go ahead and scrap it right here. And as you can see, 1 bag of fertilizer right in the middle, 1 acid, and 4 fertilizer. Let's go ahead and do that. Scrap trying to produce fertilizer, 5 for 5 done, just like that. Nice. Let's go ahead and get something to drink here real quick before we continue on. Okay. What is next? Alright, let's head back to our camp here real quick, and we will start out the next daily. Okay, back here at our camp here. Let's take a look at this one here. Collect any flavor of Nuka-Cola 5. So you hear me talk about a lot of times on this channel. This is the Nuka-Cola Collectron Station. Now this yellow red one is the OG one. We got a long time ago off that scoreboard. I think it was like Season 4 or Season 5. And I remember when it came out, a lot of people were very happy when it did, because it just saves you a lot of time. As you can see, you'll passively collect different types of Nuka-Cola products while you play the game. Now, you'll also collect the odd bottle or two, so just an FYI. Even collect some nice rare ones there too, like Wild Orange and Grape, Quantum, the odd time as well. Now, when he goes on sale, usually goes on sale maybe once or twice a year for 250, 500 atoms. So when he goes on for sale, a lot of people jump on to get it. There's another variation of that one, of course. If we go to our build menu and go under resources, right down here, I may have passed it. Yep, they're right there. Right, this guy right here, this is the Nuka-Cola Quantum version. So we get this one in Season 11 scoreboard when Nuka World on Tour first came out. And again, he will also collect the odd bottle, also purified water and nuclear waste. So just an FYI. And when he goes on sale, usually once or twice a year, but he's usually bundled with other things. And I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet with all these bundles that we've been getting. We can also use gold bullion to buy the OG one, I believe. Right down here in Foundation, as long as you have a cautious reputation with the settlers, for 1250 gold bullion from Samuel. Alright? Now, we can find various types of Nuka-Cola products around the wasteland. I do have several videos on where to find Nuka-Cola Cranberry. You can check those out if you so wish, right in the playlist. Right here, Tyler County Fairgrounds, they have the Nuka-Cola stand. Pretty good spot. That's actually where I took you guys the other day. Down here in Camden Park, right around the Raider section. Pretty decent, maybe a couple in around there. Down here in Lewisburg and around the picnic table area, there's a nice Nuka-Cola machine there as well. It's pretty decent. Nuka-Cola machine here at Green Country Lodge in the swimming pool area. That's a pretty good spot there as well. Usually there's one or two in there. Right up here at the Philippi Battlefield Cemetery, same thing. There's a Nuka-Cola machine right up against the main building. And that's pretty decent as well. Sometimes we see a couple Quantums in there. Right down here, Sunday Brothers Cabin, right where you spawn in. You go up to the main building, but you don't go to the main building itself. You take a left. There's a little shack with a candy cane roof on the left-hand side. There's a couple of mannequins in there with some tin cans, and there's also about 4 Nuka-Cola products there as well. That's a really good spot. We can buy Nuka-Cola products at the end of the day if you don't have Nuka-Cola Collectron Station. And when you just get on these servers and you just can't find any Nuka-Cola products to save your life, because it definitely can happen. It's definitely happened to me a couple times on videos, so it's just one of those things. You get on these public servers and everyone's going after Nuka-Cola products and there's just nothing around, even server after server. But we can buy them at the end of the day at the White Spring North entrance or at the White Spring Resort. This one here is probably a little bit better because it just brings you to the main front door. You just go upstairs, you take a right, you go to the tavern, you go to the medical bay, the big wide open area where the responders are, and you take a left. We have that little store there, and there's Giuseppe that sells things for stamps, Then we have good old Bubbles, and Bubbles has a great inventory of Nuka-Cola products there, especially some rare ones. As long as you have the caps, you can basically server hop that all day long, and have great options for Nuka-Cola products there. Just fill your boots. Same thing down here in Nuka World on Tour. So this is probably one of the best spots to try to find Nuka-Cola products. The most Nuka-Cola products you'll find here on the grounds is usually Nuka-Cola Classic and Nuka Cherry, and maybe the odd Quantum or two. And there's usually a little run that I show you guys, and that goes up by seismic activities, a bunch of kiosks and such. But they also have the vending machines down here as well. And very much like Bubbles, basically Bubbles' inventory is not tied into the inventory of the vending machines, and you can just, as long as you have the caps, you can server hop this all day long. and just fill your boots with Nuka-Cola products down that way too if you so wish, okay? So you can definitely buy them, and it will definitely count towards this daily challenge to collect any flavor of Nuka-Cola. Alright, so we're just going to collect from our collectron here just to show you how that counts. Just like that. Collect any flavor Nuka-Cola 5 for 5, and having these collectron stations, I'm telling you, it's great. Absolutely fantastic. And you saw the pop up on the left hand side. Our little buddy here gave us some sort of, there we go, Juggernaut's Plasma Caster. 1 star, beautiful. So I say I've had my pet out probably for a good solid week now in this camp. And he's given me probably about 4 or 5 legendary items. It's been pretty awesome. You don't even have to be in your camp. You can be elsewhere on the map. And this little buddy here gave me, like, when I was down at Camp McClintock a couple days ago, and I was just like, oh wow, okay, right on. But yeah, it's pretty cool having a little camp pet there. All right, what's next? Collect RadAway or Rad-X 5. Okay, a couple things you can do here. RadAway and Rad-X you can find off of ghouls. I'm not saying every ghoul will have RadAway or Rad-X, but every other one for sure. You guys have definitely see it. So to find ghouls, we have the lower section of Clarksburg. 50% chance to find 6 of them here at the Clarksburg Shooting Club, inside of Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Just wander the roads of Morgantown here. Every block will have maybe about a patch of 4 to 6 ghouls, so you can always try that way. These ghouls here are pretty squishy. Just west of Vault 76, we have the upper lower parking lot. A bunch of ghouls are in there as well. Right by the old Christmas camp, we have Alpine River Cabins. Of course, we have Charleston Capitol Building, the DMV building. We have Lewisburg right down here, and so that gives you many great options for ghouls, and get yourself some free RadAway and Rad-X just going after some ghouls at the same time. I usually find in around human settlements, such as Blood Eagles with this type of icon. I'm just using this as an example. And cultists with this type of icon. Usually around humans, you'll find RadAway and Rad-X around, okay? They usually have stim packs on them, but just in around where they're at. Point Pleasant is a really good spot for this. I think we found 30 different type of chems here one day for a weekly challenge. That was pretty cool. At all the train stations, including the White Spring Mall, including the Trading Post, and I believe even here at the Nuka World on Tour, they have medical dispensers, okay? And you can buy RadAway and Rad-X from those medical dispensers using caps, okay? So at the end of the day, you're having a hard time finding it, and you're just running out of time, but you have all kinds of caps at your, at your leisure. Basically, you just go one of those medical dispensers and buy your Rad-X and RadAway from them. The only thing you got to remember is that each machine is common. The inventory is common between each one. So if you clear out the inventory of, let's say, a vending machine or medical dispenser, I should say, at Charleston Station, at the other train station up at Grafton will be cleaned out as well, right? So that's the only thing you just got to remember about that, all right? Just give you an example. And we can also craft RadAway and Rad-X at our chemistry station. Now, if you don't have a chemistry station, you get a chemistry station very early on in game as a brand new player. When you leave Vault 76, most people come down here to Flatwoods, and if you come down here to the tavern, there'll be 2 kiosks down here, and interacting with those kiosks will start 2 little quests for you, and at the end of those quests, get yourself a free chemistry workbench. And down here at Morgan Station, there's actually a chemistry workbench right inside the station. But I would say 75% chance on the floor next to it will be the plan for the chemistry workbench. So that's a pretty good spot there as well. All right, so let's check our chemistry station here. And we're going to go down to healing. Now, we can't actually craft Rad-X, like a full bottle Rad-X. But if you have Rad-X on you, you can craft Rad-X diluted times 2. Okay? Now, most people will have RadAway, so you can craft your RadAway diluted times 2. So you can definitely do it that way, okay? And as you can see, RadAway diluted times 2, 2 purified water, and 1 RadAway. Now, there's a perk card I just want to show you real quick. It'll be under Intelligence. It's called Chemist. You get double the quantity when you craft chems. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. And of course, anytime you are crafting anything, It's always good to use Super Duper Perk card under the luck section. Again, it is pure luck. If you don't have to have a level 3, if you have a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you at the end. This level 3, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance to get double results. So you can go ahead and apply that bad boy on. Let's go back here to craft, and you're going to see what the Chemist Perk card does. We'll go back down here to healing. And as you can see, it has doubled. So RadAway diluted times 4 this time. But it's the same requirements as if it was 2. So 2 purified water, 1 RadAway. So I just like to kind of show this, little tips and tricks to people. Let's go ahead and we're just going to craft 1 here. We'll satisfy what we're going after. There we go. So Super Duper did not kick in that time, so that's fine. We're having a little bit bad luck lately with Super Duper. That's fine. When you do change your perk cards, just don't forget to change them back. Might be the other way. Oh. You're going the right way. Oh, I wonder where it went. Oh, there's there. Jeez, must have passed about 100 times. You guys are probably like, Jeb, you passed it, buds. You passed it. I can just feel it. There we go. Last Freak 3. There we go. Right on. Okay. So many great options there to go after RadAway and Rad-X. And if you have a little bit more time, you could definitely go after some ghouls and get some nice XP that way, and you'll quickly become all kinds of RadAway and Rad-X. Alright, what's next here? Oh, we needed 1 more, didn't we? Oh, wow, okay, I was wondering, I thought it was 2 for some reason. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's so funny. You guys knew that, didn't ya? You guys knew that. We'll just craft 1 more here. You guys get the gist of it, right? Use those Chemist Perk card and Super Duper. God, that's so funny. That's what being old and working shift work does. Your mind turns to mush. What's next here, Jimmy boy? Cripple an enemy limb 6. Okay, so it can be any enemy on the map, even the animals that are down through Flatwood. So we're talking about insects, we're talking about Rylarks, we're talking about Scorched, Cryptids, Ghouls, Super Mutants, Mole Miners. It doesn't really matter. It is wide open. Human beings, robots, crippling a limb, doesn't matter which limb, okay? So let's go ahead here. We're just going to go to a spot. Any spot will do. Where are we at here? Let's pop over to Teller County Fairgrounds or go after some Scorch here. You can go pretty much anywhere on the map and complete this. You don't have to come here if you don't want to. You can if you want, whatever you want to do, if you want to follow along. But this one here is wide open. Now, when you are looking to cripple, you can go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. But if you like to use VATS like myself, it's a perk card that will help you out to maximize your crippling. It's called Concentrated Fire Under Perception. And this allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs, basically, okay? And that way there you can possibly get 2 cripples per enemy, like a left leg, left arm, right arm, or vice versa. So again, you can go ahead and do it that way, or you can go ahead and free aim. Most ballistic weapons work quite well. The bow and arrow, crossbow works well. He saw me, didn't he? He did. Shotgun with the Enforcer perk card works pretty good. The drill works pretty good, but you should have either a power armor on, or you're a tanky kind of build because you get it up close and personal. Many great options there. Let's go ahead here. We're going to go for the left leg. Okay, there we go. Now, if you have the right weapon, you may be able to get 2 cripples off per enemy. You just kind of do something like that, and that's what the Concentrated Fire does. Allows you to kind of move your bats around a little bit. There we go. It's nice and easy and quick. And I like it even better because they came to us. It's funny, but playing this game, oh look at that, some Rad-X on them. Playing this game since release, and I've been mostly focusing on daily week challenges and stuff like that, but it amazes me still, since the update we got on December 3rd, 2024, the amount of junk we're picking up off these enemies, it still blows my mind away, because I'm just not used to it, right? Alright, what's next here? Like pre-war food 5. Okay, so I do have a couple older videos showing you some great spots to find pre-war food. But essentially some good spots right here in good old Tyler County Fairgrounds where we're at. Down here in Camden Park's pretty decent, right around the Raider area. We do have to have that refrigerator right here in Flatwoods in the tavern. You know, if you have the toxic dried lake bed, if you go towards the diner that we cannot go into, right on the one of the half roofs, there'll be some pre-war food up there as well. Canned dog food is another great option. Canned dog food here in Mama Dolce's. Okay, again, it's kind of hit and miss there, I find sometimes. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be, even if you're on public servers and you're server hopping, and even private ones. Like I'm on private ones most of the time, and I'm lucky to find one there these days, but you can always check that out. Just an FYI. Usually in around human being areas, like the Blood Eagles, just for an example. This type of icon for cultists. Point Pleasant's a pretty good spot, okay? And right here in Tyler County Fairgrounds, the pre-war food is usually in around this area right here. Alright, look at that. Nice. Inside this shack over here, right by this ice cooler. Alright, so we got some funnel cake in here. You can find at least up to 3 funnel cake. There's usually one in the fridge, one right here, and one there, but there's only one here today, but that's fine. Then there's this little spot over here. Usually in around these chairs, if you just kind of do like a little scan, sometimes there'll be some pre-war food and some drinks in around here as well. So that's always an option for you. Okay. Let's go down to the Flatwood just so I can show you that real quick in the tavern area. Now we have camp resources that we can use as well, and we're going to save that to the end, but I still want to kind of show people, you know, because I realize not everyone is going to have those camp resources, so it's still kind of good to show where you can find this stuff out in the wasteland. So right down here in the tavern, as I mentioned, if we head over here, there'll be this little refrigerator here. Of course, I think it's a level 1 unlock. As you can see, all kinds of pre-war food here, all kinds of her. I don't think there's usually moldy food here. Moldy food will not count. Right, but there's 6 or 7 of them there, pretty good. Another pretty decent spot is right here in Summersville. We have the little diner down here. Let's go to Newgad here real quick, and we're going to run a little bit up north. This may take us a little bit longer, but still like to give people as many options as possible. We're not going to bother going to Mama Dolce's just because I never have any luck there myself, as most of you know. You can try it out if you so wish. So we're going to head towards Summersville, as you can see right this way here. Okay, that's where we're going. There's usually 2 Blood Eagles just on the roadway up here. But we're not going to bother with those guys. We're going to go right inside this little ice cream diner right here, right in front of us here. And just out back here, we have this little pantry. There's usually a bunch of pre-war food in here, so there's only... Yeah, check the top shelf. There's only 2 here today, but I've seen usually quite a bit more than this, depending on the server that you're on, of course. Now, I'm on a private server, and they didn't even spawn in for me, but you can always give it a try. And, of course, we'll pop up here. Toxic dried lake bed to show you that little half roof there on that diner building. A pumpkin pie there. That is a 100% spawn for pumpkin pie, if you guys are wondering. Alright, so there's going to be a bunch of Mylarks here. We're just going to try to avoid them as much as possible. Save a little bit of time for the video. We're going to go this way. There's our diner right there, right in front of us, okay? And this is the little half roof right here. If you can make your way up here. Again, a bunch of pre-war food up here, as you can see. Cajun rice and beans. Good time. Good time. Alright, so there's some good spots for you guys. Let's head back to our camp. We'll take a look at some camp resources here. We're actually going to collect out of our camp resources here today, just to show you how they count. So I like to kind of change things up once in a while here, making these videos instead of doing the same thing all the time, because people is always kind of interested in, you know, facts are facts, right? All right, pre-war food. So actually, before we even begin that, when you open up a perk card pack, you'll get perk bubblegum, okay? If you have a bunch of perk card packs to open, you can open them up, and every perk bubblegum you get from each pack, that counts as pre-war food, all right? So perk bubblegum is definitely pretty handy to have. If you have a coffee machine, canned coffee is considered pre-war food, so this is a camp resource we have here in the game. We have a popcorn machine. Now, this is the OG one we got a very long time ago. There's a yellow Hollywood version that pops up in the Atomic Shop once in a while. And there's actually a popcorn machine on sale in the Atomic Shop right now. It popped up there this past Tuesday. It'll probably be around for the next couple of weeks anyway. Oops. It's right here for $700. Now, if you already have a popcorn machine, you don't have to buy this one. It's just a reskin, basically. Unless you really like the look of it. I really like the look of it. I've been on the fence of buying it myself. I just like the look of it. How it has a Nuka-Cola on it and stuff like that. But again, I'll passively collect 12 popcorn. And that definitely will satisfy the daily challenge. Okay, just an FYI, popcorn machine. Of course, we had these candy machines we got way back in Season 11. So if you're a returning player and you're around in Season 11, scoreboard, you would have been awarded these guys here. And these different types of candies are considered pre-war food. All right, just an FYI. And we have a good old weedy wagon. Of course, the last time we had the Graham's Meat Cook here in town, we were rewarded with this weedy wagon. So we didn't have to use atoms, we didn't have to use caps. We just got a free reward from completing the event. And a lot of us got this weedy wagon. And some people who have it will actually sell their canned dog food in their vendor, so you can actually try other players' vendor as a way to get pre-war food as well. And a lot of people will sell it for 1 cap. Okay, so again, weenie wagons, pre-war food, just to save yourself some time. Okay, so let's collect out of this popcorn machine, just seeing how it's on for sale here in the Atomic Shop. There we go, like pre-war food, just like that. Now it's going to collect another 12. Pretty awesome, eh? And popcorn is also considered eating cake, pie, or candy. Popcorn machine is definitely worth it to get. What's next here? Kill the super mutant with a heavy gun 5. Okay, let's take a look at our weapon bench here. Let's go craft. Right, so some heavy guns here, just to give you a couple examples. All right. Nice. All right, so I do have a heavy gun in here. Let's go ahead. We're going to use this plasma caster. Let's go ahead and take that bad boy. Let's not forget the ammo, because I've definitely done that before. Go out there in the middle of a daily challenge video and say, oh, they don't even have any ammo, Jim. Total embarrassment right there. But at that point, all you can do is laugh at yourself. There we go. All right, let's go ahead here. We're going to apply that bad boy. This guy here. And we're going to lock and load. Beautiful. So what are we going to do with this heavy weapon here? Kill super mutants with a heavy gun. Okay, so again, I'm not going to bother switching my build. I'm just going to stay on the commando build that I have right now. We're just going to use this heavy gun. So super mutants we can find all around the wasteland. Probably the first ones you ever run into is right here at the north kind of will look at. There's about 2 or 3 of them here. Grafton's a pretty good spot. The courtyard and Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Grafton Dam, especially when manhunt events going on, there's a lot more there. Pretty good spot. Grafton Steel's a pretty good spot as well. All kinds of them here. New Gad. Wade Airport. For a little bit more of a challenge, we do have the West Tech, Huntersville, Grindstone Arch, Research Site Saxony. So there's all kinds of great options there for super mutants. Even over here, General Steakhouse and around Harper's Ferry on the backside. Pretty good spots. Okay, where are we going to go here today, Jimmy boy? With this plasma caster. Let's pop over here to New Gad. Might as well. We'll finish this one off. Alright, let's go here. Nothing real special as long as it's a heavy gun. Not even on a heavy gun build. It's a commando build. Weapon is awesome. Oh, missed him a couple times, whiffed them. How you doing there, buddy? Do you see that? Good time. This weapon's such a good time to use. I think we're done. We are just like that, guys. Alright, let's head back to our camp. Go over weapon of the day. They didn't even stand a chance, those super mutants. They kept coming though, like a bunch of little troopers. Good for them. Alright, weapon of the day, Jimmy. Of course, our main weapon of the day that we've been using is this bad boy right here, the Fixer. Stalker's Explosive Lucky. It is, if not in combat, plus 100% VATS accuracy at plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge, plus 40% armor penetration, plus 100% sneaking speed, plus 50% stealth in shadows. Powerful automatic receiver, stabilized short barrel, true stock, perforating magazine, reflex sight dot suppressor. Awesome looking rustic paint, does 83 damage, 45 ammo. And I'll show off this little Juggernaut's, oh, is that the one we use? We use this guy here, sorry. This anti-armor Peeper's True Plasma Caster, just a 2-star, plus 50% armor penetration, plus 50% limb damage. Of course, the mods I have the True Capacitor Aligned Sniper Barrel, Standard Sight, and the Peeper's Paint. And that's not the true damage that it can do, because I don't have the build on right now. It takes plasma cartridges. And they are heavy. Alright, so we are on a commando build. Because our Fixer is fully automatic. Under Perception, we have Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline. These random luck cards. And of course, you guys see those popping up randomly when they are being activated. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. I'm pretty happy with them, and they're all maxed out. Yeah, there we go. So tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll have a fresh set of new weekly challenges, as well as the Atomic Shop update for the week. So that'll be kind of interesting to go through. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me with the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.